Hey guys, how you doing? Hope you've all had an awesome day. I thought we would go back to basics and do a bit of preschool in here where I answer 15 questions about me so you get to know me better. Okay, so let's start with some easy stuff. I'm 24 years old. Okay, that was easy. Question 1. I'm actually 5'10", which is pretty average for a guy, I guess. I mean, I've always thought I was small, but my nationality is British. I was born in Dorset in the UK, and I apparently sound like a farmer. That was a very, very, very bad accent, but some people say I sound quite posh, which is pretty interesting. This one you probably can't see, but I actually have dark brown stroke hazel coloured eyes. My mum is always banging on about how much she loves my eyes and how we have the same eye colour, which is quite interesting, I think. Okay, so this next question is kind of hard to answer, but my favorite color is purple, and the reason I say it's hard to answer is because it changes like every 5 minutes, but it's a mix between purple, orange, and an acid green. I've always wanted to own a sports car in like an acid green color. I just think it looks amazing, and hopefully one day that dream will come true. Again, something that might be obvious, my hair color is black. Now, I say this might be obvious because in the sunlight, it is a very, 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 very dark brown as it kind of glistens brown. But overall, I just say it's jet black. It's kind of funny because it always sparks a conversation with my hairdresser and they're like, oh my God, do you dye your hair? Like, oh my God, how'd you get it this color? Do you dye it? What dye do you use? I'm like, I don't do anything. Like, is it really this desirable to have this like color hair? I guess I guess people dye it a lot and, meh. So this one's kind of lame, but it's like a lot of people, I suffer with eczema and psoriasis, and I seem to get it a lot at the moment inside the crevice of my elbows, which I do use natural hemp creams for. Maybe I'll do a video sort of explaining what I use, but you can't really see it on video, but it's quite sore in between here. Very annoying. If you don't know what psoriasis is, it's basically like just dry, itchy skin that comes and goes, and it's just uncomfortable. Just not a nice thing. I mean, it could be worse, but it's just not nice. Something else you may have noticed, it could be obvious to you, but I live in a van. Didn't know if you knew that. I was lucky enough to visit 3 countries in my life so far, I think, and that being France, Austria, and Bulgaria. I had a granddad who lived in Bulgaria, and I believe he still does. We used to visit for family and do family things over there. I went to Austria on a school skiing trip, which was actually really fun. There's so many stories to tell from that. Maybe I'll do that in another video. And then lastly, I went to France, where I went to Disneyland Paris, which I loved, and I would love to go back there again. Hopefully one day I maybe get to go to Florida and do Disneyland Florida. That's on my bucket list somewhere, but who knows? Everything's really expensive at the moment, so I'm not looking to do it anytime soon. And, well, we can't be doing a fact video if we don't get on to something a little bit dark. I actually suffer with anxiety and depression alongside something called BPD. To cut things into shape, I do take medication for this, which is fine. Usually I'm okay, but it just means I have a lot of mood swings and a few other things that I suffer with, which is really lame. Alongside, I have very black and white thinking, so one thing, for me, it is either something or the other. There is no in between, which is kind of difficult to deal with, but hey, we're not perfect, right? Okay, facts are facts here, guys. Coffee is superior. I love my cups of coffee. I always have one in the morning. I used to have like 6 to 8 a day, which is crazy, but I've managed to actually cut that down to 1 or 2, or just because it's ridiculous to have 6 to 8 coffees a day. Personally, I'm like shaking and really anxious. So if you like tea, I want to know your story down below as to why you like tea, because I just can't get on with it. Funnily enough, I used to drink a lot of tea before I drank coffee, which is odd. Now I can't drink tea because it just doesn't taste right. I don't know. Let me know in the comments what the best hot drink is, because I also like hot chocolate. Oh yeah, and I'm gay. This may be controversial for some, but I don't drive. I live in the UK, I'm 24 years old, and where we can drive at 16, I find that driving is way too stressful for me. There's too much going on at once, and the fact that I can't process more than one thing at a time. And even right now, I'm trying to figure out what I'm trying to say because I'm already thinking about 4 different things. It's just way too stressful for me, and I just don't want to deal with it. Well, guys, wasn't that fun? What did we learn today? Ah, that's right. We learned that if you're not already subscribed, you need to do that, because if you don't, the monster from the unsent chainmail from 7 years ago is going to be under your bed tonight. No, we don't want that, do we? We all want to be safe. So make sure to hit that subscribe button for more videos. Bye!